Administrative law is a large field with its own subset of cases and statutes coming in the form of administrative adjudications and regulations. It is covered by Rule 14 of the Bluebook, and Table T1.2 has information on specific federal organizations that use unique citation formats. Florida-specific materials in administrative law mirror their federal counterparts pretty closely, so we'll take a look at both. Rule 14.2 covers citations to both the Code of Federal Regulations, which codifies finalized agency rules, and the Federal Register, which also includes finalized rules, but also includes proposed rules, public notices, and presidential actions. You should try to cite to the CFR whenever possible. The citation to the Code of Federal Regulations looks much like a statutory citation. It is split into 50 titles, which are then organized into sections. Just like a statute, give the CFR title number, followed by the abbreviation for the code, then the section and the year. Only give the name of the statute or regulation if it is commonly cited that way, or if it would otherwise help to identify what you are citing. Note that unlike federal statutes, federal regulations require a date. Rules and regulations, proposed rules, notices, and comments are all cited to the Federal Register. Remember though, a rule that is already codified in the CFR should be cited to the CFR, not the Federal Register. Rules and regulations require the commonly used name of the rule, volume the Federal Register the rule is found in, the page number it begins on, and the date. When the rule indicates where it will be codified, indicate that in the citation. Like other lengthy governmental documents, the page count can be quite high, so accurate pin sites here are key. The Federal Register is published daily, so you must include the month and day in the date. When citing proposed rules, just add the word proposed before the date. Other notices require the volume, page, and date. The citation may begin with a description or common name. Rules for administrative cases are slightly different from the case law you are used to seeing. Because these decisions are not adversarial, cite by the first private party listed, omitting any procedural phase like in the matter of. Remember to abbreviate the single party, as usual, listed under Rule 10 using the tables in the back of the Bluebook. Titles may indicate the stage of the proceedings. You can shorten your title to eliminate that, and if the stage of the proceeding isn't clear from the rest of the citation, add it as a parenthetical. If the parties are adversarial, cite it as a normal court case and add the arbitrator's name as a parenthetical. When citing to agency decisions, you may see unfamiliar reporters, and it isn't always clear from the abbreviation which agency you are dealing with. A list of official agency reporters covers several pages in the back of the Bluebook in Table T1.2. This table covers citations to any documents put out by the agency, so if you are trying to cite something associated with the agency, like SEC filings or Treasury regulations, check out this table. If the opinion does not appear in an official reporter, cite the official release or slip opinion. The Florida Style Manual has rules for citing to the Florida Administrative Code and the Florida Administrative Register. See Rule 9.800 of the manual. Notice that the Florida Administrative Code doesn't use section symbols. It has its own format for organizing regulations. The Florida Administrative Register is much like the Federal Register. You must cite to the full date because it is published daily. When you see a citation to the Florida Administrative Code, you can easily find out what agency and division the rule comes from by decoding the citation. If you end up working in a specific area of law, you'll come across the same agency rules over and over again and become familiar with their citations. The first number in the citation corresponds to a specific title in the code, called the department number, which belongs to an individual agency. The agencies are listed alongside their department number on the Florida Administrative Code website. If there is a letter after the department, that indicates a subdivision of the agency. The rules are then split into a series of chapters, which are the numbers before the decimal. Then, the number for the rule is after the decimal. The date is the effective year of the code. We're going to take a break from discussing specific citations in the next video and look at some of the technology available to help you with your legal writing and citations.